Just shortcuts. We just wanted to take shortcuts. Too many. Yeah, they scored 20 points on us gambling. They had 16 offensive rebounds. We ball watched all night. We said no dare shots. I'll go through it. They probably made 6, 7 uncontested threes. Just shortcuts. You want to be a good team, you want to win in the NBA, you got to do the hard stuff. We couldn't even pass to each other. We couldn't enter our offense running ball screens literally at half court. Yeah, that's going to end up in a turnover. I don't know what we're doing.
JJ being JJ. We got the enforcer here. Big Perk, I need you to get this show back on the rails for me. Shannon, I'm going to start with you on this. Your reaction to JJ.
He was right. Sometimes when you don't play well, Perk, Stephen A., you can win if you play hard. I don't know what was that last night. Luka hadn't shot the ball well. 8 of 24 is not nearly good enough. Austin Reeves, 3 of 14, not nearly good enough. What they trotted out there last night was good enough to win if you play with effort, if you play with heart. The Lakers was apathetical. They were like, oh, feel sorry for us. LeBron is not here. What are we going to do? I've seen Luka single-handedly win games like this by himself. And last night, it just didn't happen. JJ was talking about no dare. They stand there, I dare you to shoot that three. Bro, that's a shoot-around three. Them guys can make that. I don't know if you noticed, but the guys are really good in the NBA. And I'm not just talking about the ones that we talk about on a consistent basis. These guys are extremely skilled. This 8th, 9th guy on the court can make threes when it's like a shoot-around, because that's what they did last night. They turning the ball over. Like they said, they just like, you know what, old school. Watch the ball go up. Man, somebody else going to get it. I'm going to get this run out. And all of a sudden, the Nets get the ball and they put it back in. That was as poor performance, Perk, that I've seen from the Lakers in an extremely long time. And it was very, very disappointing considering how well they had played up until last night. This was a game they damn near had to have, because if you go look at the rest of the schedule, and before LeBron gets back, it ain't pretty. It ain't pretty.
Go ahead, Perk.
Get the backpedaling now. This the same Shannon essay that's been on TV talking about SGA, PGA, USA, Lakers in 5, and KFC and all these restaurants. The same Shannon? This the same Shannon? Yeah. The role players not gonna change, bro. The role players not gonna change. This is who they are. And JJ, yes, he had a right to be mad to a certain extent, but this has been their game plan over the last month and a half. Pack the paint and give up 3-point shots. And Bob Myers said it on the countdown the other day that it's been luck with the defensive strategy that they've been putting together. I'm not taking anything away from JJ, but again, these are professionals. Eventually, you're going to run across teams that are going to be able to knock down 3-point shots. I will say this, though. All eyes are on JJ Redick and Luka Doncic, right? Let's see what you could do without LeBron James on the floor. Both of them, right? JJ, let's see. You have done a phenomenal job up to this point with LeBron James, who is still, in my opinion, one of the best players in the NBA. Luka Doncic, Dallas traded you because they said that they felt like you wasn't that guy for the franchise. Give the Laker fans something to cheer about or to be happy about when LeBron James retired. Is this franchise in good hands? This stretch is going to tell us a lot about JJ Redick and Luka Doncic.
Fine with all of that. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying this ain't the day to be getting on JJ Redick. This is the day to look at him and say, I'm not saying you're getting on him, Perk. I know you're asking a question. I'm just simply saying this is the day to applaud the job that he is doing, even in the loss. I will remind everybody, the Lakers were without the entire starting front line. You've got Rui Hachimura, who was out. LeBron James is out. Even Jackson Hayes was out. Dorian Finney-Smith was out, okay? So you look at all of those things. That's number one. Number two, communication. They said was a problem. You're communicating, okay, in an organization because the ball is in Luka's hands. He's been there. He had to adapt. Even he owned it. And you never thought you'd hear Luka do that. But even Luka said, it's on me. My communication was poor. My organization is poor. That was my job. That was my responsibility. I didn't do my job. That's a big thing. Why are we saying that? Because how many times, Big Perk, have we looked at the Los Angeles Lakers in the past and we wondered about accountability. I'm watching J.J. Redick coach this team, and I see this cat going the hell off. He's dropping F-bombs. He's in their ass, okay, all the time. What does he do last night? He said, I don't give a damn who was missing from the lineup. There's no excuse for the loss that we had the way we lost. That's what he was talking about here. Yes, Brooklyn's not that great. Yes, they won a 7-game losing streak. I get all of that. But what he was saying was the way that we played, the lack of communication, the lack of effort, trying to take shortcuts. In other words, you're trying to steal instead of just manning up and defending your man or playing schematically the way that we coached you to play for this particular game. You either ignored your assignments or you forgot them. He was pointing to all of these different things. And when you talk about that level of accountability, when we think about the J.J. Redick, we've been on the air with Big Perk, okay? We know the brother don't play. We know the brother's thorough. We know the brother will not hesitate to get in somebody's ass. And when you think about the Los Angeles Lakers, if you're going to compete for a championship, even with LeBron James on the court, it can't be a laissez-faire attitude. It can't be Tinseltown and Hollywood and showmanship and we all going to just have a good time. You got to put in that work and you got to execute. And I'm watching the Los Angeles Lakers coaching staff be all over these guys, all over them. And I think it's a reason to be excited about what's to come because LeBron's going to be back in a couple of weeks, fellas. He's going to be back. So while he's gone, if you got JJ getting in people's you know what, I think that's a good thing. I don't have a problem with it. I like it.
The big two last night was AR and Luka. And they were what? That's 11. They were 11 for 38.
Yeah,
Luka was 8 of 24. Austin Reeves was 3 of 14. That's not good enough. That's not good enough. It's simple as that. Your two best players can't have off nights. Huh?
All I know is this. When you look at the two people who's been replaced, Darvin Ham and Anthony Davis, I know the last time LeBron James went out with a similar injury, I believe it was his groin, I can't believe, or his foot 2 seasons ago. Anthony Davis and Darvin Ham, they rose to the occasion. You remember? When they made the Western Conference Finals runs, I'm not taking anything away from J.J. Redick. I promise you. Right now, I have him as my coach of the year. I'm not taking anything away from Luka Doncic. I'm just saying, what are you two guys going to do without LeBron James on the floor? We haven't seen it. This is a time to show the Laker fans and the Laker organization that they made the right moves. Because LeBron James ain't going to be here forever. I don't know if he's going to play another, 1, 2 seasons maybe 3. But at the end of the day, we need to see what this look like. We need to see y'all win some games without LeBron.
I feel you, and I get that part, but we also got to make up our minds, bro. I mean, LeBron James just ain't anybody to replace. All right, at least one person, if not two, think he the GOAT. Okay, it damn sure ain't 3 of us, I can tell you that much. But in terms of longevity, I've never seen somebody this great for this long. I'll give him that much. But we also know what he brings to the table. Right now, we've been talking about how he's looked like the best player in the world. You know, he's 6'9", he's a locomotive coming at you. Luka Doncic comes to the Los Angeles Lakers. All of a sudden, he's a wideout, okay, sitting up there resembling Randy Moss or Jerry Rice, not just LeBron James. This is what he brings to the table, and then y'all act like they're supposed to look the same, even though he's gone. It's LeBron James we're talking about that's out of the lineup. It's LeBron James that's missing.
No.
And so when you look at it and not only that, even with the greatness of LeBron James, we still didn't hesitate to point out how exceptional the Los Angeles Lakers were defensively. So, again, you got to win some of these games. And I get that point, Perk, and I get that, Shay. I'm just saying, LeBron is a lot to replace. And then you got the other guys that were out, too.
Yeah, but if we go back and look at it, Perk, you mentioned last year them playing. Look at how well Austin Reeves played. Remember earlier this year when I think Anthony Davis and LeBron was out and AR dropped 42. It was AR and Anthony Davis when LeBron was out, and that's what okay. You remember that Memphis game when LeBron told AR, go win this game for us. I know AR can play better than what he played last night. That's all I'm saying. When LeBron is out and when you have all the players that are out, your best 2 players that's on the court can't play like they played last night. That's all I'm saying. That was a winnable game. Maybe they thought, you know what, Brooklyn's on a 7-game losing streak. They're going to come lay down for us. and that did not happen last night.
All right, we'll leave it there, guys. The Lakers have the Bucks on Thursday and the Nuggets on Friday.
Wanna try to post at what I look like.